Well, hello, you catch me on this rather cold November morning. It's been about -3 last night, and it's probably -2, -1 right now. It is definitely cold. And today I'm going to be catching, hopefully, some pike, but I'm going to be doing it in a different way. We're using this new method to me, which is a circle hook. Now, I've never used circle hooks before, and my understanding is that they are very good at hooking the fish shallow rather than deep. So you should hook them like in the scissor or, you know, around the mouth area rather than down deep. So we're going to be giving this a go, and we'll see, yeah, just if it proves as effective as it sounds. So let's go ahead and pop our first bait out there. I'm going to be fishing with 2 rods, sardines on both. Let's do it. Well, there we go, rod number 1 out. Let's go ahead and get rod number 2 out. Ew. Fish juice in my hair. Lovely. Well, I don't know what you can see of this, but that really didn't take long. I've got a baby jack on here. I tell you what, that's only a baby jack, but that is hooked right in the scissor. Oh my god. This should be easy unhooking. Right, so good example actually. Just a baby fish, you know, baby jack, but look at that beautiful hook placement straight in the side of the scissor. And this is what I've been reading up about these hooks. They are absolutely excellent. I hooked that fish in the back, and look at it, that's exactly where it's gone, straight in the scissor. I was just wound up tight to it, I didn't strike, and what a result. Look at that, I don't even need a pair of forceps. I can just carefully pop that out like that, and there we go, that fish is unhooked. And well, if they're all hooked like that, I am never ever going back to using the traditional trebles, because as you can see, what an easy unhooking that was, a matter of seconds, and we can go ahead and slip him back. What a beautiful little jack, and it's nice to start the day off with a fish, bearing in mind that today, like I said, is about -2. It's probably now 0 degrees, is absolutely freezing. Let's see if we can have another one. Well, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I'm absolutely so happy with what just happened. I mean, that circle hook worked exactly how it should have worked. And I'm not going to lie, sometimes pike fishing can be a bit daunting, especially if there's other anglers around, because you're sitting there and you're thinking, oh God, I'm about to get a pike, you know, I've got a bite. You strike into it and you're just sitting there and praying that you haven't got a deep hooked fish. Now, if these circle hooks mean that I'll never hook pike deep anymore, however I may lose a few fish, I am willing to do that, especially for the fish's safety. Now, this is just a size 1 circle hook, I do believe. It says 1/0, so I'm guessing that's a 1. I'm going to read on the back what it says on the packet, and then we're going to go ahead and hook a bait on, exactly how I just hooked it on for that fish, so then you can see how I done it. And hopefully we can go ahead and have another one. So on the back of this packet it says the unique shape of the circle hook keeps the hook from catching the gut cavity or throat, resulting in higher survival rates for released fish. Can be used for both freshwater and saltwater fish. So yeah, I mean, they've done exactly what it was supposed to do. So let's go ahead and show you how I hooked a fish. Now, I'm just going to say a shout out to the person who commented last video on pike fishing. Not last video, but the video before about pike fishing. And they mentioned about a circle hook, and I looked into it, done some research, and that's why I'm here today, using them. So let's go ahead and hook this on here. Now I'm going to see if I can show you this. So the hook is a bit of a funny looking hook. It's sort of, I mean, its point is curved inwards. Hopefully you can see that, but bit of a funny hook. Now we've got our sardine here, and what we're going to do is, this is what I done, was just hook it straight through the back, just like that. And that is literally as simple as it was, just like that, hooked into the back. Now, like I said, at the time of having that bite, I really didn't expect such an early bite. It's been about not even an hour since I put the rod in, and it's so cold, I really didn't expect anything. And I had a quick glance at my phone, and when I looked up, I see that my float had gone. So that's when I just simply reeled into it. You don't actually strike with these hooks, you just reel into it. Anyway, let's go ahead and stick this bait out. We'll see if we can have another one. Right, well, both rods are out there. I'll probably give them about another hour and a half, and then I'm going to move into a different swim. Well, there we go. That's the end of this session. Nice early start this morning, and I obviously did manage to have a fish, which was great, albeit quite small. However, this video is not to show the size of the fish that I'm catching, it's just to show the hook hold of this hook. Obviously this is a trial for the circle hook, and it was brilliant. Well, I'm back for day number 2. Well, that's a couple of hour session done with, 2.5 hour session. Unfortunately, nothing to show. I've literally been trying for days. I've just lost it. Well, I just lost one, but I've got another one on. It's only taken a few days. I don't think it's a very big pike, but we're going to see how it's hooked. Yeah, it's only a baby. Literally a baby. Well, good thing this video isn't about the size of the pike, because this one's very small. However, the actual hook has fell out. It come out that easily, and I'm just going to show you whereabouts it was hooked. So it's only a baby, literally a baby jack pikelet, but it was hooked just in the top of the mouth up here, and that float was gone when I looked up. So I'm really enjoying using these hooks actually. They are obviously the circle hooks. Really enjoying using them. So easy to unhook the fish compared to the trebles, and you've only got one hook to deal with rather than like 6 on a treble. So literally it was just hooked up there. So let's go ahead and slip them back, see if we can have one more. But if not, I might have to call it a day, because I've been trying for the last I've been on 7 fishing trips to get a video out recently. I do apologise for the lack of uploads, but God, it's been difficult. And it's not this place. I've been to 3 different places, and it's just been really hard fishing. I've had 2 bites today though. This is the second bite. I missed the first one. Well, he is ready and raring to go. Oh, Mr. Jack. And there he goes. This has now been my 7th trip out within the last 3 weeks, and I do apologise for the lack of uploads, but fishing has been really difficult. I've had, out of 7 trips, I've blanked on 6. Actually, this is my 8th trip. I've blanked on 6 trips, and I got 1 fish out, which you saw at the start of this video, and now I've had that fish. So it's been really tough fishing recently. Oh. Well, the light levels are now dropping, and it is getting a bit chilly for this session. Now, unfortunately, I haven't been able to catch quantity of fish. However, I have been able to show you a couple of fish and how they are hooked. And that first one was hooked in the scissor, and the second one was hooked very, very shallow. I didn't even have to take the hook out. It actually came out on its own. But I could have just took it out without any forceps, which is exactly what we wanted. Now, I know they were only jack pike, and hopefully I can have some bigger pike soon. And I might make a little YouTube short on it, catching bigger pike with the circle hooks. But for now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to call it a video here. It's been very difficult to get this video out. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.